of marathon?
No, I haven't.
Nope.
I haven't seen any of Marathon.
This is actually a development video, but I'll hopefully show some stuff of it.
Let me just tweet out.
I love the art style. It's so cool. And it's Bungie, so they know how to do shooters. So this was the pre-Halo, wasn't it, this game? Marathon.
Yeah, this was one of their first RPs, wasn't it? And then they
They did it on Mac. So.
resurrected it.
So it will be interesting to see.
Vincent.
Hey?
Peter Vincent. Your sounds sound like you're underwater with the music.
Oh. Go.
Oh, that's better. Cool.
I just changed it because it was on the wrong place.
It was on the wrong place.
Yeah, I pushed it through the system output, not the music output, which means I couldn't change the volume control down because it messes up all my volumes if I change it down. So I just had to change it quickly. Working on the fly. You call it?
I love it. Working on the fly is the best.
That's kind of how we do it. And I'll make sure end music plays this time as well. I love software updating, it just messes everything up.
It's good for you though. Keeps you on your toes, keeps you
Well,
fresh and young.
That's right, yeah. At least I know how to fix it now. Not that long ago, I would have just been confused. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it looks cool, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with Marathon so far. The gunplay is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I thought. I like the style's a bit different to the normal. It looks a bit like it's some sort of
Futuristic.
cyberpunky sort of style.
Reminds me of Hyperscape. Remember Ubisoft did Hyperscape?
Yes, that's right.
I was reading a thing about Hyperscape, and do you know what killed it?
It not being very good.
No, it was fantastic, but Ubisoft did something to the streamers, and they weren't allowed to stream the game, and so they just started boycotting it. And I mean, when you're a streamer and you've got 2 million people following you,
Yeah, right.
that's what killed the game. Like, I was reading a whole history about it. Ubisoft screwed over the streamers, and they're just like, fine, we'll bury your game. And just killed it.
Wow.
Oh,
I
look,
would
it's
say
Destiny.
EA deserve it sometimes, though. Where they act.
Oh, that's Ubisoft.
Oh, Ubisoft one just as bad.
Man, remember this, the first scene in Destiny. The
I
first
know,
one.
it's so cool when you're outside the tower.
hmm
Yeah.
Look, who knew what we were getting into?
Yeah, it was cool. It was because I've only playing the demo, and the demo was awesome. Well, I played the beta actually. I think I played the beta.
Yeah, the beta was fantastic.
Really good.
I think that's what convinced me to buy it.
It was for me, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Ready to go. There you are.
Yeah, give me a thumbs up when we're ready to go.
This is the XboxCast.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to Game Face, the best Xbox podcast in the galaxy. Why, you ask? Because we only talk about the games that we play. Yeah, you heard that right. We don't care about anyone else's opinions or preferences. We're just here to have fun and share our awesome gaming experience with you. Don't you feel lucky? Joining me tonight is Lee and Simone, and of course I'm Carl. And how fantastic was that intro?
Wow, I feel lucky now.
Yeah. Do you pat yourself on the back?
Because no one else is going to?
Well, I
can't
feel
reach.
like we do. I think we get a pat on the back from our patrons with, dollar bills. And pat.
Dollar bills. I feel like they throw them at us and then run away real quickly, though. Just not.
Yeah,
get
they
too
just throw the
close.
dollar at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Lee, I see you sitting there in the dark. How's it going?
Oh, I've had power issues tonight. 1 second. Let me just brighten the world a bit.
Oh, there we go. Lee has seen the light.
Yeah, I've had 2 power cuts tonight, and the last one was at 10 to 8, just before podcasting.
Okay, so this
so
could be
it's-
quite exciting.
Yeah, so it could go really well, or not. It could be really short.
Well,
It could be a
if the
2-part.
podcast just ends,
I know exactly. It could be a 2-part podcast.
yeah, it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, it seems fine now. I checked and stuff has been. It says it's fixed.
Okay,
So it doesn't say well. It was unplanned and it's fixed. I'm like, well,
nice. You think someone just tripped over a cord?
well, it's funny. So I got fish and chips tonight. I walked the dog down to the fish and chip shop, came back and drove past a Unison van with his lights flashing on top of its roof. I
Yeah.
thought, that's weird. Think nothing of it. Sat down, had my food, watched a bit of TV. Then the power turned off. I was like, oh, that's why the Unison van was sat down there. So I wonder if someone kicked something.
Oh, that's amazing.
I went outside. I was like, oh, maybe it's just me. So I went outside and the street lights were off just near me. But then, like, you can look down the street. It's quite a long street I live on. And you can see lights on that end. And I can see lights at that end. So it's very localized. It's just like our lump of how, like, it said 80 houses were affected or something. So I think it was like a strip of houses were affected. That was all.
Yeah.
Right. So it was just a you problem.
Yeah, well, you and, the street lights and stuff. So, there's a few of us. There's about 80 of us. So, yeah, not just me. I did get. I left my candles out though. Funny enough, from the cyclone. So first
yeah.
power cut, I walked to just did all my candles, so I had lights. And then the second power cut, I was lay there in the dark, going, I have to move and do something now. And then
Amazing.
power
The
came
power
back
is
on.
fantastic. It's all fine. It's working. You see the Unison van, and now you know
And then
you're
it's
in physical
broken.
trouble.
I know. I should have sat someone on the shoulder and said, "Don't do it. Whatever you're about to do, don't do it. I'm about to do a podcast. Can you wait until about 11 o'clock?"
Come back. Oh, you don't. Yeah, say you should have said come back on Thursday.
Yeah,
Because
on
Friday's
Thursday.
Diablo launch day, so you don't want them to come on Friday.
No. Oh,
Yep.
a long weekend this weekend as well.
Oh, is
Queen's
it?
birthday. Queen's birthday.
Oh, nice.
I know.
Monarch's birthday.
Yes.
Ooh.
So there's me done then for the weekend.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
400 hours in Diablo 4.
Exactly.
Oh.
Did you see they're going to immortalize the first 1,000 people that get to level 100 in Diablo?
Yeah, but only
Unless-
for the US and Canada.
Oh, yeah, well, you think you're going to get there though? Like, we're never going to get there, really. Let's be realistic. But
But if it was open to Australia, New Zealand, flip, I would try. I'd be like, oh, Friday. I'm feeling a bit sick. What's the time?
you're Diablo.
Oh, half past 1. It gets released at 2 p.m. or something. Oh, you
Yeah,
know.
it's actually
burn,
perfect
I
time.
just
You
need to go lie down.
could go and kill, like, good 12, 14 hours in there straight away, couldn't you?
Yeah, that's my Friday night plan.
Yep.
I said to Simone, do we have any plans for Friday? She goes, nope. Perfect.
You say, I have a plan for Friday, is what you say. This is my plan for Friday. To play Diablo, that's the plan you have for Friday.
That's the plan.
Are you going to
That's the
play as well,
plan.
Simone? Because you install it on cars and you do a share, I guess, so you get access to it.
No, I won't be playing.
Are you not a Diablo fan, or?
Not really, no. No, I
Interesting.
played
And
number
you married her,
3.
Kyle? Really?
See, look, I did it so that at least one of us can go out and get fish and chips while one of us
food.
is
That's
playing
a bloody good
Diablo 4.
idea. I'm going to send Barney out. It'll be fine. I need
Is he
food, Barney.
trustworthy with fish and chips?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
He'll come back as a very happy puppy.
He will, yes. If he comes back with the fish and chips toy, he might just stay at the fish and chip shop.
Yeah.
Oh, you give me food.
And
Oh,
how
so
are
you
you,
played,
Simone?
you played 3, but you haven't played 2
Yes.
or anything like that. Okay.
Yep.
We
That's
played
right.
we played 3 quite a lot with Paul.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. 'Cause he was
Yep.
obsessed with it, wasn't
And Rebecca, I think.
Yeah, Paul and Rebecca, we played lots of 3 with them.
he? Has
It was
Paul
kind of a-
pre-ordered?
Oh, of course he would have.
Yep.
Who wouldn't have?
He would have probably gotten a physical copy.
Mm.
Yeah.
It comes with the statue. And Diablo himself comes and drops it off at the door.
Lilith comes and drops it off at the door.
Yes, your package, sir.
Just sweeps in.
Uh,
Yes. We've got a group of us now, haven't we?
Indeed, we do.
Yes.
gonna
So
be
we,
quite
we should
exciting.
have at least, I think, is it 4, max 4 players at the time? Or is it just a number of people?
You know, Diablo's always been about 8.
Ah. So we have, including you, 4 people then, because Scar's doing it and Diabolic Jess is doing it. I'm doing it. So that's
Are they going to
4.
be there on launch day?
I believe so. They're very excited. Like, Diabolic Jess is like, I'm going to play through it, play it through with all characters, he said.
I mean,
So,
as
yeah.
one should.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. That's what he's doing. So he's quite excited. And playing with him that night, we just played for hours.
Very nice.
Just, we're like, we really need to stop. I need food. I haven't eaten for like 7 hours. I need to stop now. So, yeah.
I'm so excited. So if I see you online on Friday night, I'm just going to jump into your game or vice versa.
Yes, definitely. 100%.
mean,
Anybody
make
do
mine.
it. Lee Howard on the Xbox, just jump in.
It'll
Or
be so fun.
even Blizzard as well. I know my Blizzard one, actually. I could give it out. Maybe we should give them out at the end of the podcast.
Oh, yeah. We can have a look at our Blizzard IDs.
Yeah.
I'll put the Blizzard ID links in our actual podcast description. How's that?
Yes.
We'll get a way for people to start reading those podcast descriptions I spent hours on.
Don't you just knock them off in 5 minutes, though?
Oh, yeah. Just use GTP. GDP. Chatbot.
Chat GTP.
Such a horrible name.
I know.
know.
It's not right.
I talked to Microsoft Tay. Remember Tay?
No.
She was the one that they made a Twitter bot of her, and they're like they trained her up for months and months internally, and
Yep.
she was fine.
She was a racist.
16 hours on Twitter, and she was a racist Nazi, like telling people exactly how to kill themselves, and you're just like, whoa, that's 16 hours on the internet.
Yep,
And
I
they-
remember that.
They trained her up internally for like 18 months or something stupid, and they thought it was good enough to release to the pub.
Give it to the kids. Kids will break it. They cannot be
Always.
trusted.
Always. So we're talking about Simone. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I got the night off making dinner tonight.
Ooh.
My sister made handmade gnocchi.
Ooh.
Yeah. I didn't really know you could, but she's
Well,
adventurous.
It's not like it's like pasta. It's not the pasta, is it? It's like it's similar to pasta make, I guess. Yeah.
It's made of potato.
Potatoes. That's right. Yeah.
Potato and flour, I learnt. And it tasted really good. It tasted better than what we'd get at the supermarket in a packet. It's great. So I'm feeling good, happy, loved,
Full.
and I had the night off, which meant I got to go shopping.
And happy.
Food
Yeah,
shopping
so-
or just the proper shopping?
Clothes shopping,
Clothes shopping,
which is
Ooh.
really nice
Okay. Nice.
for a change.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. You know, I don't know how this episode's going to go because it's been a short week for us. So it's only been 5 days
I've only played one
between
game.
episodes.
I've only played one game.
I bet we know what game it is as well.
So yeah, I'm interested to see how tonight will go. Maybe it'll be a
It could
short
be
one for
short and
once.
Sweet. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It'll be short and sweet. Before we get into it, though, we have to just remind everyone that Back to Your Backlog's coming up. We are literally there tomorrow is the last day of the month for us that are recording it. So by the time the podcast comes out, we will be in Back to Your Backlog, which means jump into a game from your backlog and play it. You could have started it. It could have been a game you've been meaning to start. Any games like that. We will have a web page up with the rules and the Lee rules. And because, Diablo 4 is kind of just a slightly big deal. If you play Diablo 4, then we will also expect you to play another game. We're not going to no Diablo 4 at all. We're just going to say, yeah, you can play Diablo 4, but also play another game. Just get one out of your backlog.
Isn't it balance? Is that what you call it?
But
it's
make a little bit of progress, eh?
You make a little bit. Maybe just rush through the story for one of the games and then go back to Diablo 4. Maybe start the game up and be like, look, I've started a game that was in my backlog.
I got an achievement on my game. I got an achievement for like 10 years ago. Yeah.
The first achievement of opening the credits. I've seen the prettiness. I've seen the opening cutscene. Back to Diablo.
And that's fine. Just make a little bit of progress.
Just a little bit. We're here to make you better people.
And talk about Diablo.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Game Face is probably going to be a bit of Diablo face for the next 6 years.
Until Diablo 5, yeah.
Well, it's been 10 years since Diablo 3.
Has it really?
Yeah, 2013.
Holy crap. Okay. Well, we've got 10 years of Diablo to look forward to then.
Yep.
I can see mine are over there. Just over there. My Diablo 3 discs are over there from PC.
Nice. Mine are sitting over here, just behind me. I got the one with the USB stick that sticks out of Diablo's head.
Oh, I didn't get that. I just got discs.
No, I got the special edition.
Ooh,
The
special.
art books and everything, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But I took 3 days off work when Diablo 3 came out.
And then sat and watched your computer not work properly, yeah?
You
You just got angry.
That was the first 2 days, was basically download a patch, sit in a queue, get kicked out, look up the internet, there's a new patch coming.
What was
sit in a
funny
queue,
was the
download a
gold.
patch.
The gold kept disappearing, didn't it, or something? Wasn't the gold acting weird? Because it was actually tied back online, the gold, for some reason? Like the gold you pick up?
Because you'd use real money to buy stuff that you've picked up or people are selling on the auction house. And it was mainly the auction house that broke Diablo 3, the online side of things. So you can imagine how well that went down. So yes,
Sure.
your backlog kicks off June 1st. And on another note, Simone and I, we're having a little bit of a holiday this June. We've decided we don't like winter very much. And so we're going to go spend 2 weeks in summer eating lots of food, looking at temples, and just being generally hot and bothered.
Are you going to come back with some colour?
Oh, you've got no idea. We are going to come up. Lee, it is like, it's $100, right? $100 to get a 4-hour king massage in Bali. After 4 hours, do they just pour you into a tub?
Yeah, they don't roll you out. They just roll you.
Don't
If
have
they put
any
you in a
bones.
towel. They roll you up in a towel and just push you out the door. That's what they do.
Yeah, you just got no bones left. So
nothing
you're
left.
going to come back tanned and very floppy.
Yep. Loose, chilled, and you'll say, "So what games have you been playing?" And we'll say, "What games?"
No, we will go.
Scuba
Namaste.
diving. Namaste.
So during these 2 weeks that Simone and I are away getting some summer and sun, Lee, you're going to have guests on the podcast.
Yes.
And they're going to talk new news to you, are they?
Yes, I think that's how we're going to do it. Yeah.
You're
I
gonna just-
actually wonder because you're away from the 9th, aren't you?
Yes.
And on the 11th is the showcase.
Oh, yes.
And I was thinking of doing a showcase one on the Tuesday, do a showcase special, and actually watch the showcase live and get some people on with it, and just to kind of talk about the showcase as it goes through.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as
That's
much as
content.
we'd
It's
love to do it,
Yeah.
it's better than having a delay.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, we're going to do it. And it'll be nice because it'll be by that time all the news would have been kind of chewed about and stuff. So it'll be a couple of days
Yeah.
later. So I can put it on and it'll be as long as the showcase is, we'll just start from the beginning and go, okay, so,
Nice.
oh, look, that idiot's on the stage again and stuff like that. And, you know,
What you should do is see if Tony's available, old Chili Dogs, because she's new to Xbox.
yes.
So
Yeah.
this showcase type thing will be new to her. So the showcase
See,
from.
I
a
don't
new
know if she's
person's
brave
point of
enough
view.
to come online though, and actually do talking.
Just get your mic, get like a mobile recording kit, and just like bash into her house and just interview.
Okay.
She's a celebrity.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got 2 mics, so I could do that. I actually
Ah.
got 3 mics. Saying that,
I'm surprised you haven't
I
sent
need-
that XM50 over to
I
me
don't know
yet.
what to do with it yet. I'm still thinking.
Oh,
I don't think you've
mean,
earned it yet. I don't think you've been good enough.
I pitch up here every week. I do podcasts. and
So do
everything.
I. So does Simone. So I was thinking, if I could get a couple of people, it'd be actually really cool. Not just me, but
Yeah.
I mean, like a few people from the community to come and talk at the same time. It'd be quite cool.
That would be fantastic. So yeah,
Yeah.
guys, if you're keen, hit up Lee and be like, I'm keen to jump on the podcast.
Yeah, voice only. You don't have to come on audio. Just audio if you want. If you want to come on video, because it will be there'll be little picture of us in the corner almost. But I'm thinking basically full screen of the showcase, like YouTube full screen
yes.
showcase. Maybe me in the corner.
Or just get our logo and just slap it over the Xbox logo.
Yeah,
It'll be
I've got a setup for doing that already. So yeah, that won't be a problem.
That'll be
Yeah, so that's
hilarious.
what I was thinking of doing anyway. Just doing something like that. I think it'd be fun to do something like that. And then the second week, I've got an idea if you want to ask come on second week. So,
Cool.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, you guys are going to get a bit of a holiday from us as well.
I'll be hosting a show for the first time, which will be interesting. I'll be
I know.
Kyle.
Cool.
Yeah.
Leave all my notes for you, or are you just going to make it up on the
What I'm
fly?
going to do is I'm going to copy and paste every single start you've ever done, put them in ChatGPT, and say, make me a start containing all these words, and just see what happens. I can't see a problem.
6 hours later, you're like,
I know,
and
exactly.
welcome to the podcast. That's the intro done.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Would be nice if ChatGPT could analyze audio, and you could be like, here's our podcast, here's a couple episodes. Now make us the best episode ever.
That's right. Well, we don't do any work, though. Make us a 2-hour episode, we don't talk. We just publish it.
Yeah, there we go. Make it sound like us. It'd be great. So yes, there's back to your backlogs coming up. Carl and Simone are going to be on holiday. Lee's going to be doing some exciting stuff. So tune into Lee doing some exciting things. And also tell us about the showcase. Tell us what you guys are looking forward to hearing, what you guys are hoping to see, and maybe get some showcase bingo going on.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's always fun.
That's always a good time. So yeah. And with those announcements out the way, what have we been playing this week?
Just
I
one
like how
game.
there's just general silence.
I know. Well, I kind of got a bit obsessed, actually.
Yes. So Lee
Yeah.
in the Wild Wild West.
I think Simone's done the
Cowboying
same,
it up.
actually.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say obsessed, but I do have some updates.
Well, do you want to go first? Because I went first last time.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Take us away, Simone. How is life in the Wild Wild West?
Yeah. Now, not as exciting as it was last week, but that's a good thing.
No
so
more
you haven't
horses are killed.
any dogs.
I haven't killed any more dogs. I've killed some other things.
Oh, so my horse looks like your horse. That wasn't very well last week.
Yes, my host horse.
Ex-horse.
I just nearly made Kyle choke on his Coke. Yes. So that colouring where it's tanned with a white mane, that was my old horse,
Oh,
the one from last week.
my horse
And
called Lightning.
say again.
Lightning. I've decided to call my horse Lightning. I'm going to work
Cool.
out how to officially call him. You say you can probably name them or something in this game?
You can in number 2.
Oh, I see. Okay.
In number 1, it's just headcanon.
Oh, I know that he's died a few times. It's fine. He gets killed
How?
by coyotes. Have killed him.
Oh yeah,
They appear and then he's dead, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, thin ankles.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yep.
Right. Maybe we need some ankles.
Yeah. Fatter ankles. Chonk ankles.
Chunk ankles.
Yeah. So after I became horseless, I hoofed it on my real feet to the nearest stable and grabbed my other horse, the horse you get as part of the story.
Ah,
And for those that like horses, I think the pattern is called piebald. If I'm remembering my 14-year-old horse knowledge.
uh-huh.
So he's mostly black and he has patches kind of like a cow. Yeah,
It's like a
very
Frisian.
cool.
It's like a Frisian, basically, is he?
Frisian.
A Frisian cow. That's the black and white cows, the milk cows.
Oh yeah. Man, I would have said that was a cat had you not told me.
Ah.
How
Yeah.
do you know what names the cows are?
Well, there's all sorts of different types of cows, isn't there? The ones like those Frisians are dairy cows. They're really popular in the UK because they do lots of milk. They're a milk cow.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
get
Yeah,
like the Scottish ones. What are they called? Highland cows. What are they called? The ones with the big horns. The brown
Yep.
ones, with big horns. I think they're called Highland.
The
Or
beautiful
coos,
ones.
or coos, as they call it in Scotland.
Carl, you know those ones.
Yeah, but how do you know the Jersey cows?
Yeah, there's Jerseys. Yeah.
Yeah, Jersey milk.
You guys are too good.
But I don't know that there was a cow that's called a freezer.
Frisian, not freezer. It's called a freezer after a while. It's called a freezer, but not at the beginning.
Dragon Ball Z cow. Yep, we get that. So where was I? So that's what my horse looked like. I had meant to take a screenshot actually and get you to put it up, but I forgot. So I'll do that after this episode. Take a photo of my horse. And for those that have played Red Dead, is there a button you can push to make the horse like rear up? Because that would be really cool.
That would be cool.
You can put the game into like cinematic mode and photo mode, 2 different modes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's potential for fantastic screenshots.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's the horse I'm riding now. Better than my last one, I must admit.
It's alive.
It's alive, and
Was
it hasn't and it hasn't died yet. I did fall off my horse, and my horse fell on the ground,
Oh no.
but he didn't die. Yeah, he smacked into another horse
Does
again.
the horse have health, or does he just keel over?
He has. Oh, I don't remember. He has cleanliness and stamina. I'm not sure. Can't remember health. There's quite a few little bars to look at. So I can't quite remember. Maybe he does, because you can feed him carrots and oat
Yeah, I
cakes.
just wonder if you can kind of see when he's about to die, so you can just quickly go, right, let's get out of here.
That is a good
Like a
question.
health bar, I guess, is what I'm thinking.
I imagined that there were some activities where the horse's leg will break, whether they're full health or not. But I might be wrong. Maybe I had really just pushed my new horse too far, too quickly, and smacking into another horse was just
Just
the
over
last
edge.
straw
Yeah.
that broke the horse's ankle. Yeah. Oh well. So anyway, now I've got my horse. That doesn't quite look like my horse.
Oh,
It's more black than it is white.
Oh,
It's a cool horse though.
okay.
He's kind of got the early 2000s kids designs where they would like to splatter, that paint splatters were like a cool design choice back in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like that.
Ooh, okay.
I'll take a photo. So I've got my horse back. What else is there to say? I'm hemorrhaging money. I'll tell you why. Sometimes you get into a fight, okay?
Yeah.
A fight that you can't avoid, and someone ends up dead. Now, in Red Dead 2, you have to go hide the body. Because someone, when you're on the other side of the map, will come across the body you murdered, and they'll somehow figure out it's you.
It was obviously you, yeah.
And then you've got another bounty on your head.
That's okay. That's a bit unrealistic. If you're very good at killing people and running away fast, people should be like, we don't know how this person died. Natural causes.
Well, so far, there's a part of the accusing me called investigation, and you can get out of that. But I haven't figured out how. So it's possible that I kill someone and I just look really guilty. And so they're like,
Do you
must have been
sign
you."
your name or something when you kill them?
I should, shouldn't I?
Leave a feather?
Leave a
maybe, or something
mark.
like that? Yeah.
Yeah, become a serial
Exactly.
cowboy
like
killer.
Killer. We'll call it Jack the Ripper sort of style. I think he left something behind every time he did killing.
Yes. Oh, and if I have my history correct, no one had throughout history we have not found out who Jack the Ripper was.
Correct. They have
Yeah.
ideas because they reckon it's a surgeon. They reckon it's one of the surgeon guys. I reckon was doing it, but They couldn't.
That's right. And
They
they
couldn't prove it.
reckon that he would have had a normal daytime job.
He was very
And
skilled.
so-
What he did was very good. Like the way he
Yeah.
did the killing, I guess, or cutting was very good.
It's interesting, hey?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Lee, that picture's almost it.
There you go. First time lucky.
Yeah. The controls are a bit tricky, so I'd accidentally bought a new saddle for the horse.
Jesus.
I
We need to
thought
start
I was
fights. We need to start
I thought I
fights
was
this
trying it
time.
on. I thought I was trying it on, and apparently, I threw money at the seller instead. So that's fine. I have a saddle I don't even like. It's a terrible color. Okay, the only other thing I have to say about Red Dead 2, this actually happened last week, I forgot to mention. You know, in The Witcher, where you come across side stories that aren't quest related,
Mhm.
one of those happened. And Kyle was there, and I rode past a ranch where the guy said, "Come in and have a cup of tea." And it's the Wild West, and I don't trust anyone in Red Dead because they can trick you. But Kyle convinced me to go in. He says, "Oh, he's being nice." I'm like, this guy is being too nice. His wife's going to fix me dinner, and they don't know me for a bar of soap. So I'm getting flashbacks of The Witcher, okay, which can often go one of two ways. So I go in, and he's all very friendly, but also very suspicious. I'm suspicious. He just seems too nice. Carl's grinning away because, would you agree with me, Carl? This guy was too nice.
He was being friendly. He lives in the middle of nowhere on a
Friendly?
farm.
It's
You
just
went
friendly.
through his cabbage patch. He's just inviting you in for a drink and some dinner.
I got weird vibes. All right. I think females in real life, not in the game, have an extra intuition for things that just feel a bit
I
weird.
completely agree. RDR1, the amount of times I've
Yeah.
been killed by people and they go, "Oh, can you help me?" And then like 8 guys appear and shoot me. I'm like, what the heck happened there? It happens all the time. So
Right.
you're very suspicious of people in that game. Yep.
Exactly. And now I'm being asked to come into a house, so I can't hop on my horse and run away if I want to. Carl's like, "No, but go, go, go." And so I go in, I kind of wander around the house. There's a bit of small talk going on. And he says, "Oh, my wife will be down in a moment. Why don't you go up and call her down?" And I'm thinking, I am being set up for something. And I was feeling really weird about it. And I go up, kind of having an idea of what's going to go on. I'm going to be insinuating something, or perhaps these guys are just into some weird things. And so I knock on the door, and she's in her, 19th century underwear, which is basically fully clothed. And she says, "Oh, you're eager." And she says, "I'll be down in a minute." And so I think, okay. And I just head straight out the door and back onto my horse, and I'm just out of there. So I'm sorry, I don't have a good story to tell you because I just felt super weird.
It sounds like a threesome's meal there. Oh, all right. This is
Exactly.
really
And I wasn't going to have any part of that. My sister was watching, and no.
interesting. So, how much have you done of Witcher 3? Talking of Witcher 3. in story.
Halfway? Oh, no, sorry, less. Quarter?
Okay, so you don't know there's a whole thing where he gets set up.
Right. Okay.
I'm saying no more,
It
but
felt-
it's funny. It's really good. It's done really well.
And is that an optional side quest, is it?
I don't know. I ended up doing it, of course, because it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you
See?
played it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But like, I don't want to give
Okay.
anything away because it's very well done. It's very funny.
Cool. Thank you. I know that the Red Dead is not above some really weird stories. I mean, you mentioned the one last week about the horse that went missing.
Yes, Alice.
Yeah.
Alice the horse.
So that is exactly the story that was coming to my mind while this was happening. And I'm thinking, anything could happen here. Nothing's off the table.
I've got an even
So-
better one this week as well.
Oh, fantastic. Well, that's me. I'm done. So go for it, Lee.
Okay, well, it's probably now probably hoops up too much, but so I'm actually done 50% of the game now, like 49.5% of the game or something. So
Oh, great.
yeah, so
That's
I'm plowing
insane.
through it. Yes, I know,
Yeah.
because you get your
You're like-
percentage thing. It's just chipping away out.
That's fantastic. So you're like, oh, I'm not really sure. I'm sold on Red Dead. Jump into multiplayer a couple days later. So I'm really enjoying Red Dead.
I just lost a weekend playing it. It's so funny, and I've worked out how to do fast travel properly as well. You do build a campfire, and then
Oh,
fast
good.
travel using that. That
Good.
normally
Okay.
works better than walking for days. The only problem is on a mission you can't campfire to a mission. You've got to walk to the mission. It's coming back again's quick. But going to the target wherever you're going to. What I've actually discovered, I reckon, is the first part of the map before you go to Mexico is teaching you how to use the controls. And then the second part when you get to Mexico is actually the story. Like it's quite fast paced once you get to Mexico. Quite a lot happens. The campaign is kind of like the story after story after story going through. So yeah, I've had some fun like chasing after trains, shooting people on horses, kind of trying to stay after me. What they're trying to do, rob the train. Then they nick the train. Then you had to stop the train from going over a bridge. That was quite good fun. In Mexico, remember that one? No. It's because what you do, you're working with the
Vaguely.
Mexican cavalry or whatever they're called, like the Mexican army you're working with, trying to stop
Yeah.
the bandits. And the
Yes.
bandits are trying to steal the train.
Right.
It does take a few goes, these missions, though. Like, you don't really do them first time. It's pretty rare that you do it first time on a mission. And they're quite intense. And there was one where I rescued some girl who wanted to get... Oh, she had a cat. She had a car... What do you call those? A stagecoach. And she was being chased by the soldiers again or something, and she was trying to get out. And you're basically racing this thing down a path, and everyone's shooting it as you're going through. And you're right driving, so you can't shoot back again. And they have roadblocks. And there's one of the carriages drives into another carriage and explodes everything. And then you go around a corner. Then there's these guys on the horse that chase after you. And then you go around the corner again. There's you got to drive through a bunch of guys, like kind of people stood in the way.
Is that the one with the turret?
No, no turret. No, there's no turret.
Okay.
No, it's just...
Yeah.
Oh, there is actually on the side of the road. I think there's one. There's one on the side of the road that's trying to get you. If that's what
Oh,
you
okay,
mean.
but you don't use one.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I've used one on the one when I went to the camp so far. That's the only time. That's on the
Okay,
first
yes.
part, yeah. Oh, so the weird story I picked up was, walking along, random guy goes, "Can you pick me some flowers?" I was like, "Oh, sure, okay, I'll do a fetch quest for you, mate. Okay, mate, whatever." So then, but the problem, the flowers were all over the place. So I was picking up flowers anyway because you do it for the challenge. You have to pick up so many flowers. I was picking up, all of a sudden it went ping. I looked at the map and I could go back to see the guys. I picked up enough flowers. So I went back again. This old guy kind of sweeping his porch. "Oh, thanks very much. I'll take him in some wife. Do you want to come in for a cup of tea?" I was like, "Oh yeah, come in for a cup of tea, sure." And then his wife, who's been dead for a long time, sat in the chair. Yes.
Yes, I remember that
Yes.
very well, that one.
Very, very strange. And he's just going,
Last week, I made mention of that story, but misattributed it to The Witcher.
"Oh, okay."
So, yeah. So, yes. I remembered lately that... I remembered afterwards that it was from Red Dead
Yes.
and wondered whether you'd gotten it to it.
Yes, I did that,
But-
yeah. It's,
Yeah, what an interesting story, right?
Yes, poor guy.
Yeah,
Because he's like, "Are you going to stay for tea?" She cooks a really mean roast or something, you're saying, all this sort of stuff.
yeah, yeah, and you just leave him be.
You're like, "Yeah,
You
no,
know-
I'll be okay."
There's an interesting similar story in Dying Light that Carl and I just finished.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to grab... There's a special needs son and his mother has died.
Yeah, we did that mission, Lee.
Does it ring a bell? And you have to pick up some medication from him.
Yes.
And he
Yeah.
wants the
Yes.
chocolate and the movie.
Yeah, that's right. He's in the room. And that
Yeah.
stupid climbing one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which
So,
shocking
yeah.
on Dying Light, there's climbing involved, but yeah. It's-
So yeah, interesting similar story there.
Yeah, right.
So
I'm
the guy with the
enjoying it.
flowers, do you just like leave him alone, or what
Yeah,
happens?
you make your excuses, you leave nicely. "Oh, I've just got to be somewhere, sorry." I think he says something like that.
Is that the Wild Wild West version of "I've got to wash my hair"?
Exactly, yeah. "Sorry, I can't stay for... Oh, God, I just remembered we're going to do something." And you walk out and you go, "Oh, okay." Enjoy your flowers. It's good. I feel like, yeah, I think it's definitely picked up pace of this game, though. I was talking to Kinsman about it, and he says it does. Like, the beginning is very slow, and it slowly builds up and builds up as you're playing it more, I think. And possibly me getting used to it as well. Yeah, it's good. There's not much to say. It's a good game. I'm enjoying it.
So, in the end, what made you change your mind about Red Dead?
I think I enjoyed messing around in multiplayer, and I thought, well, I've been in the multiplayer, and I've kind of because I got back to the controls again. Because one of the problems with that game was I was really concerned about the controls as being terrible, and I kind of got used to them in the multiplayer. So I thought, okay, right, let's get back into the single player and just have a quick game. And I was initially very confused by the way the missions go because it's letters you go to. I'd had forgotten that you go to letters for the next mission because the first letter of someone's name is normally what the mission is. Yeah. So I was really confused initially. Once I sussed that out, I was like, actually, this actually makes sense. It's just the traveling's a pain. I don't know. I just kind of got started playing it, and then I thought, right, okay, let's accept this what it is, and I'll just try and do some missions. And then I kind of got into the habit of it, and kind of got into the rhythm of it all.
Okay, so yeah. So you, in some ways, you kind of had a mental block about going back.
Yeah. I think so. I think I'd kind of talked myself out of it, thinking it was too hard, or too slow, or too like it just wasn't the right pace or something was about it. It was something weird about the pace, maybe.
Makes sense.
Because when I went to Mexico, I went to the guy that he teaches you to play cards. There's an old guy. I can't remember his name. And he has kind of cool, like, he does like what do you call it? Like a duel. And one of them, he does a duel and you win that one. He teaches you how to do a duel and he teaches you how to do red eye, is that it's called? The slow shooting thing?
Yeah, Dead Eye.
Dead Eye, that's it. Yeah, he teaches you all this stuff. And I was like, okay, this makes more sense now. Now I'm getting all these extra things to do. Initially, I was just walking around shooting stuff using the computer to kind of do the auto-aim, which Red Dead has the same as auto-aim one as well. The first one. I heard you talking about it. I was like, that's right, I've got that in the first one. So then he was trying to teach me all this different stuff. And then one of the missions was to shoot. This guy, the stranger, had caught this woman. And you had to shoot him, but you couldn't shoot him in the head. You had to shoot him on one side and disarm him or something. And it was
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so I can see what you're trying to teach me to do here. You're trying to get me to do duels properly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that guy helped a lot with the game because he was teaching me these new tricks and new stuff to
Okay.
to make more sense of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was cool. I spent basically a whole day just doing. He must have had half a dozen missions. He has quite a lot of missions. That guy. Yeah.
Interesting. I think I remember that because I found it difficult.
It was difficult. It must have took me 5 or 6 goes.
Right.
Because you kind of initially I was trying to shoot the guy, and I was like, I shot the guy, but that wasn't the point of it. The point of it was to shoot his gun, not the guy.
Yes.
To teach you to disarm people. I was like, well, that was unexpected.
Yeah. Have you ever done it since?
No, never, no. No, not at all, no. But I wonder if it will come in handy for duels later or something. Maybe it's one of those things they teach you to do.
Maybe.
Oh, well, you played the game, but, you know, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I don't really remember, but I avoided duels because I was no good at them.
Oh, they're not too bad. The first one I managed to ace it the first go. And I thought, well, this is easy. And then the guy was teaching me, I managed to mess up the second one quite a lot of times.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so it was obviously a fluke the first time I did it.
Yep.
Because I don't really know what I was doing. But you got to shoot more than faster than the other guy. That's what you got to do. So you got to aim and then shoot like 6 times. So the idea is that you shoot every single bullet in your gun at the guy. Which I must have just panicked the first time I did it. I went, just attack. Oh yeah, 1. Yay. No idea how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just done my first duel in number 2.
Oh yeah.
Pretty similar concept. I didn't have I didn't have to redo that. Oh, did I? I think I did die actually. I had to do it twice. Yeah. What I was more miffed about though is he was a single man on a farm, and he was a notorious gunslinger back in the day. Hence the duel me then. And after I'd killed him and finished that quest, I then thought, this is a very good-looking pig. And take it for dinner. And apparently I lost honor by doing that. And I'm thinking, the guy's dead. I didn't lose any honor for killing the guy.
It's no one's pig. The pig was dead. The guy was
I killed his pig.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit unfair.
Yeah.
I mean, the pig would go to one otherwise.
Exactly. You can't have a wild pig running around.
I didn't lose any honor for killing his rooster, so I don't know. One animal more important than the other, apparently.
Well, pigs are quite intelligent, though. Maybe it's that. Maybe they're pig lovers or something on the game.
That might be true, because after I'd killed their master, they didn't seem very happy with me.
No. What
No.
were they doing? Just staring at you?
Oinking quite a lot.
Oinking.
In distress.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dad, where's Dad?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is bizarre because he didn't treat them very nicely. that quest starts off with me shoveling their poop. So I thought they'd be kind of grateful. But apparently they wouldn't die for me, which I suppose is fair.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
You find very interesting things about this game, somehow. I don't know how you do these weird kind of...
Well, he's got a pigsty there, and the man's dead. He doesn't have any family. Pigs are going to starve otherwise.
So you murder them.
It's not murder if it's an animal. I was going to eat it, which we do every day. Yeah?
Yep.
We just don't do the killing part.
Yep. No, fair
And
enough.
I'm a cowboy on the road, and I need some food. And those pigs are big. They're like heavier than me.
Big, yeah.
Big pigs.
Yes. How do we get into the
Yeah, no, not
conversation?
rocket science, just survival, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle. Are you tempted to go back to this game? Slightly, Kyle?
Yeah, it does sound tempting with the very strange stories, but then in multiplayer, I just remembered how horrible the controls were, and I was like,
You kind of get used to it. But it's also aim. The PC does also, computer does auto aim for you. So you just literally aim in the general direction of people and it kills them. That works
not
nicely.
in multiplayer though. Did you notice?
Yeah, it did a little bit. It was when
No,
you're
it
fighting the
didn't.
bandits, yeah, when you're fighting the bandits. Because what was happening was they'll be hiding, and as long as you were vaguely pointing their direction when they popped up, you could shoot them. That's how I was
Yeah.
getting all the kills.
So not the other people, just the bandits.
Just the bandits and not the players. Although I think
Okay.
does it track players? It was tracking, but even in the game it tracks them. So if you're like a cheetah running around and you shoot at it, it will actually track it for you, which is really handy.
Okay.
Yeah. So that side of it's not that difficult. There's an achievement for shooting someone in the head using expert mode, though. I did see. But I've got my sniper rifle now, so I might just, hide quietly somewhere and try and sniper someone from distance. Yeah.
Can't
That's
believe
good.
you two are playing cowboy games. So
I know what's going on. Yeah. So we were playing a Jedi game. Basically, Star Wars is a cowboys western, isn't it?
oh yeah, cowboys in space,
Cowboys in space. That's what Star Wars is, isn't it?
basically. I mean, it makes no difference.
Well, I've got to say, that's it. I think it's just good. I'm just enjoying it.
Nice.
It's just good.
Okay.
The stuff. I like the stories. I've kind of done all the Mexican stories except I now, and I've done I. This is this girl that I went on the carriage. It took me quite a few goes of getting a carriage. I had a timed run from a farmhouse to a boat, basically, with lots of people trying to kill me and no weapons really. So that took me a lot of goes to get that done. Although I did, in the end, I stopped and went, right, I'm going to shoot these 3 guys on horses because they're really bugging me because they keep killing me and chasing me. So I stopped, shot all 3 of them, and then continued on. And I still did it with enough time. So it's like, right, okay.
Nice.
Because she was complaining at me for stopping. I was like, I'm going to kill these guys. They're really annoying. I have to shoot them.
Yep.
So I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I did, and it worked. So top tip, if you get stuck with these stupid horses attacking you, then just stop your truck.
Oh, yeah,
Shoot them in the
and-
face.
anyway.
Continue.
That's good life advice.
Yes, exactly.
Top tip of the week.
Top tip of the week, yes. So that was my last mission I did for her. So I don't know what other stuff I've got to do yet, but that was my. So I feel like I'm powering through the missions now. Like half of the game's done, completion
Yeah.
wise. So
Yes.
I
As
did
soon as you
10% in one session. It was quite a long session, but I did 10% of the game.
Man, was that like your entire Sunday or something?
Pretty much, yeah. I was talking to Kinsman playing, so we're just plodding through, just chatting away. He was
Cool.
playing Minecraft, and I was playing that. He was playing Minecraft Legends, I was playing that, just chatting away.
Nice.
Going quiet sometimes when it's getting a bit hairy, and then going, yep, okay, I've done that. It's like,
Yep, as you do.
yep.
Time to focus.
Focusing, killing people, not dying. Right, I did it.
Right. Sounds like lots of fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
So Kyle.
Star Wars. Fought my first Night Sister, the Inquisitor.
Hmm.
The Knight.
Yeah.
So you're in the mines, you go down, and she's there, and she seems to know everything about you, which is interesting. And then you fight her, you get to half health, and BD saves your bum, which is quite, BD1. He gets useful, and he stops her from actually murdering you, which I thought was quite cool. And then she takes off her helmet, and it turns out that actually she knows the person who you're employed by, essentially.
The googly eye lady.
Yeah, she knows your employer, which is funny. Which doesn't lead any doesn't do itself any favors to my complaint that everyone in Star Wars knows everyone else. You know, maybe they're just pen pals or something.
That's right.
But-
Yeah. Everyone's related.
Everyone's related. Everyone's a pen pal. Oh, you know, it reminds me of Spaceballs, where it's like my sisters, cousins, nephews, you know, college roommates, auntie knows this person. So
Okay, what do you think
Mhm.
of the idea? First of all, you could argue that the Inquisitors, their job is to do a whole bunch of research.
Inquisitor stuff. Yes.
Yeah. So that's how they know everything about you. And then I wouldn't be surprised that once she's found out everything about you, she knows that you are with Seer.
So
And so she has purposely found you.
I see. I was thinking about this. So because basically you come back from not remembering anything, don't you? That's how you kind of start off. But at some point you were a Jedi being trained as a Jedi Padawan. You're basically being trained as a Jedi, and you must have learned to become a Jedi because everything you're flashing back to learning stuff.
Yep.
So at some point you've known all this stuff before. So why don't you think you were really famous before you got like picked up and arrested? Were you arrested? Did you escape from a jail or something? Oh, you're working on the boats, weren't you? Or the ships? That's what you're doing.
Yeah, you're working on the ships.
The big ships. That's right. Yeah. So maybe you were famous before that point, and that's why everyone knows who you are. And it's just you that doesn't realize that you're actually famous.
Okay. So you're kind of like Mick Jagger.
Like Mick Jagger?
Like the song
Yeah,
Mick
like-
Jagger.
No, Mick Jagger. He comes across as someone who doesn't realize he's famous.
Really?
Okay.
Well, makes sense.
I've never met the guy in person, but yeah, sure.
He's a great guy. He's come down the pub quite a
Mickey.
bit.
Mick.
Oh, Mick.
Called Mick. So maybe that's what it is. Like you actually were fully trained at one point, and then you were like smuggled away, had disappeared, had your mind wiped, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So everyone
Makes
knows who
sense.
you are, and now they've been tracking you this whole time, waiting for you to pop your head up again. They're like, oh, this is weird. A Jedi's appeared. It must be so and so. Must be Carl because you know
He's famous.
it's famous.
He did the galaxy tour that last year, remember?
That's what he said in that hotel. Calls us ruckus in the hotel.
he threw his what do they have? The holocrons or something. He threw the holocron out the window.
Oh, that guy.
Exactly, that guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise, apart from all the Force knows everything, as 186 tells us it happens, is that it's the will of the Force. Apart from that, it's a good game. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenges. The interesting things are the fights. So the boss fights and the creature fights, the legendary creature fights, all very interesting in that you can see where the Souls-like element comes into it, but I also don't see how it fits into the Star Wars mythos.
The legendary creatures.
Not just that, but the actual fighting of them. So you'll fight a creature and you dispatch of it within a minute or two. And then you come to a legendary creature and it does, even though it's the same type of creature that you've just been fighting, like those big brown
Frogs.
things with tentacles, their attacks are different. Which I'm like, this, if the creatures you're fighting had similar looking attacks, similar attack patterns, when you come to the legendary creatures, you'd go, this is going to attack in a similar way. But it just doesn't. It doesn't do the same attack patterns that you've been trained to deal with, is my
Well,
criticism.
maybe
of the
that's because that one's the big one in charge, so it does something differently. It's not a
game.
common.
Yeah. It just seems a bit like they were like, right, we got to try and make it more Souls-like. What's the quickest and easiest way we could do this? The boss fights are going to be different.
That makes complete sense to me. Because they could have gone, let's make them bullet sponges, but they didn't. They actually made them do different things. You
Yeah.
go to Destiny 2 or something like that. Most of them have maybe a bigger gun, but basically the bullet sponges. That's the only difference between them and a normal pleb is a bullet sponge.
Yeah, no, that's also a shocking way of dealing with it.
Yeah, but that's the normal way of dealing with it, isn't it?
On is it Zepho? You're dealing with the big creatures that wander around. They're like the lumbering beasts. And they do this attack where they like leap at you and they try grab you. And that's their red attack. You can't block them. And then you get into a place where there's a rabid one of them. Like, and he's the legendary creature because when you drop down, it goes into boss fighting mode where the camera changes angles slightly. You get the health bar at the top, the music changes. And you go, oh, I've been dealing with these type of creatures since on this whole planet. I kind of understand their attack patterns. I kind of understand what they're going to do and when it's my turn to attack. And then he doesn't follow that attack pattern. And you go, okay, it's like, here's a boss, forget everything, and you have to learn from scratch. Forget everything the game has been teaching you about this type of creature. Learn from scratch. And basically learn his attack patterns. Attack him, die, attack him, die. Okay, he does this. Learn to evade those attacks, then die, and then learn a bit more. It's kind of that type of pattern.
That sounds about right to me.
So what's your problem?
He doesn't like being attacked differently. He wants everyone to take the same.
I'm just
Please
saying,
stop it. That hurts.
in terms of world building role playing, like the attack patterns of a similar creature to the ones that you've been fighting, when you get to the boss version of them, they don't follow the same pattern. So
Is it too hard?
And
for
why
you?
do you think that's wrong?
because they're the same creature, they're the same species. Every other brown creature like this that I've encountered follows the same pattern.
Could you apply the same logic to humans?
I don't know so much.
Because I think, if you want to go the role-playing route, maybe he's the legendary boss for a reason. He came up with this new way of fighting, and now no one can beat him.
Exactly. He's been trained up and done something differently. That's why he's in charge. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Maybe he got trained by a panda. You know?
No, it was a stork. Wasn't the stork training the panda?
Yes, something like that.
Stork was the panda's dad.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So who's training the panda? Wasn't the panda trained? The panda was being trained by something. A rat.
No, Mr. Ooglu, or whatever his
Mr.
name is.
Magoo?
The tortoise.
Oh, it was a tortoise, was it?
The tortoise was training the panda. Remember?
There you go.
So
Maybe
Well,
maybe that frog with loads of eyes has been training all the big bosses, all the hero bosses.
maybe he was.
Yeah.
Some using the force to communicate telepathically.
With his eyes, yeah, to train all the rest of them.
With his eyes.
Yeah, but apart from that, that's my only kind of criticism of the game is that
It's a
every
bit
boss
hard.
you have to relearn its attacks. The game isn't training you to be able to take on the bosses. The game is just dropping you into the bosses and you're having to learn.
That's
their
exactly
attack.
what a Souls game's about, though. That's exactly what you do. You turn up at boss and go, and then you die, and then you try and work out, okay, so that's what he did first off on, stop doing that, and then you do. That's exactly what Souls games are like.
So it's like a Souls light game, this game.
Mm.
I feel like they could have done it in a way where when you get to the boss, you can maybe their first phase of attacks you can understand.
No, that's not what Souls games is about. Souls games are about killing you. Killing you and killing you and killing you until you work out how to stop being killed. That's what the game is.
Yeah, fair enough. That's exactly what the game's been doing.
Yeah.
But amongst all my complaints, it is a good game. I'm enjoying it. My lightsaber looks fantastic. It's nice and orange. And I've made it, it's shiny black. So a black hilt and a black everything.
Ooh.
Nice orange beam that comes out of it.
Have you got
Cool.
any more jacket things?
The ponchos.
Ponchos?
BD1 just keeps finding me ponchos, and I'm just like, thanks.
Exciting,
I hate
isn't
it.
Have you started BD1's story yet? Have you had any chats to BD1? He has a really cool story.
I don't think so. But I have noticed when you press up on the D-pad, if there's not much going on, you and BD1 talk to each other.
That's right. Yeah.
So like, you'll go, you hanging in there, BD1, and then he like does a fist bump
Yep.
with BD1. And then he like, you press up and BD1 will go, toot, 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 and he says, now, don't say those things to me type thing. So it's just nice to press up on the D-pad every so often when there's a quiet moment and they kind of interact.
Yep.
It's cute.
It's very cool. I do like that.
He's a cool character.
He's a really good character. He's
Yeah.
probably one of the best characters in a lot, actually. Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I quite enjoy the game. It's lots of fun. For all my complaining, it's really good. I really enjoy the fighting as well. The sword, the lightsabers feel like how you expect lightsabers to feel.
Yeah,
Cool.
once you start flowing and kind of just
Yeah.
getting combos and stuff going, it does feel really good. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've unlocked the ability so that it encourages you not to just press X, 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 X to attack. You kind of go like press, wait, press, wait, press, wait. And then you kind of get to this like flow rhythm where you
Yeah.
can kind of take on 3 bad guys at once.
That's right.
Feels really cool. Like in other games, especially the Souls games, when you're fighting, the weapons feel heavy and slow.
Mm.
And like you can feel that there's weight behind them. But with the lightsaber fighting, you feel how light it is. It's like the movements that he does with the lightsabers, it feels like there's nothing there, that the handle's the only weight, which is really cool. They did a really good job with that.
Mhm.
Some of the puzzles are really interesting. There's one puzzle where you get to a pool of water, and then in order to open the door, it electrifies the pool of water. And do you know how long it took me to figure that one out?
Oh. Yeah, the puzzles are hard.
I remember one I was stuck trying to move a ball. You had to get a ball? What was
Yeah.
it? It's like opening a door and there's a ball in the air and you had to knock this ball down which is high up. I'm trying to work out how to use the wind to knock this ball to hit something to kind of, do the chain reaction. It took me so long to work that out. I don't think
Yeah.
I cheated though. I think I actually worked everyone out.
Yeah. So far, I haven't had to look up any of the puzzle solutions, which
I don't
I'm quite.
recall. Yeah, I don't recall looking any up.
Yeah. But this one, the water gets electrified, and then it's got 2 motors on the side that kind of turn and sluice the water around, and you can force do things to the machines. So here I'm thinking maybe I need to force slow both of those down and then run and jump and run along the wall. But when I jump, you just can't get to the point where there's one of the machines that is turning to run along to jump across. So kept jumping in the water and dying. Then I thought maybe I need to slow the water down, try to force the water. No. Then I thought maybe I just need to run really fast and lead to the water of death. Oh,
Horse run.
but then it turns out that in front of you is this big giant wire hanging from the ceiling into the water. And so you walk up to it and you poke it with your lightsaber, and then that stops the water from being electrified. And I saw that, I did that, I'm like, oh my word. I've spent 20 minutes trying to jump against the wall and slow this engine down and like slow it down so that maybe it explodes and stops electrifying the water. And I've tried to slow the engine on the other side down to get me into the secret room because maybe that's supposed to do something. No, at the end, you just poke a wire with your lightsaber. Works.
Poke it with a stick. Amazing.
It's just,
So you haven't looked up anything,
not yet. No.
solutions or anything. Yeah.
But it's really good. If you haven't played the first Star Wars Fallen Order, highly recommend it. It's such a good game. The exploration is really good. Once you understand what the game is teaching you and how it goes, and that yes, you will backtrack, that some levels are mazes. You understand you have to come back to certain areas. Once I've made peace with that, it's actually a really good game. You look at the level design, you go, this is actually a really good level. Like the level design here is really good that it allows you to get to where you need to get to when you have the right abilities.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, so am I,
It took a
actually.
while because I was expecting, I went to this game thinking, I'm a Jedi, I have a lightsaber, I have the Force. Why should anything be hard? Life should be easy. I should be a walk in the park. Giant frog, poke him with the stick. This dude, push him off the edge with the Force. There's some guy that arrives, kick him with a Force kick. No, it's not.
Yeah, I think, I think you have idolized the Jedi. And that's something that people do often, where the Force can do everything and Jedi are invincible. But it's not true.
But before I wrap up, I must say, I must apologize to 186 and any other Star Wars fans we have listening. I've been pronouncing names wrong on purpose. I have been trying to rile you guys up. And the fact that 186 in our Discord says he almost crashed his truck listening to me talk nonsense about Star Wars. Don't crash your truck. Not a good look. The Jedi wouldn't crash their spaceships.
Yes, that's a good point.
So, so I'm enjoying it. I'm having lots of fun. Met the Inquisitor, and she kicked my ass. My word.
Yeah, that's when you were saying about the frog. You're like, you wait until you meet some of the proper battles, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you run away with the tail in between your legs, going, okay, I can understand. Not that strong just yet.
Because I keep having flashbacks to this game because there's a whole bunch of like, because there's a mines, then there's lots of tree climbing you do. So there's a whole bunch, like, there's quite a lot of different types of things that you do in this game
Mm,
for the exploration side of it.
yeah. There's one point in the mines where you swing on a rope and then you have to wall run, jump onto a rope, and then grab plants to climb up the side. And after I'd done that, I was like, man, I feel like Lara Croft.
Cool.
My first thought was, this is how Tomb Raider should feel. Like that type of
Yes.
movement, that type of exploration in the caves. Like that is what I loved about the old Tomb Raiders, was like that type of movement. I think it was Underworld had a lot of that type of play. And it was just, when I got to the end of it, I was like, flip, I feel awesome. I got the top. I just kind of looked at what I did, hands on my hips, going, I did that thing. I did that maze. I didn't die. That's amazing. Good job, me.
That's really cool. I think if Lara Croft, if Tomb Raider games were a bit more like that, I'd probably be more inclined to play them
Mm,
because
Yeah.
that sounds great.
yeah. Now, hopefully the new ones get back to that type of movement, of that kind of flow to get to a certain place.
Yeah.
The new ones seem to have just gone onto more puzzle heavy. Do this, do that, do this, that works. This door opens.
The first one you sort of, after the plane crash, in that water, aren't you? And it's like it's almost like a quick time event, but not really. When you kind of go,
Yeah.
I'm going to grab this as I go through and put the fire out or something to go through this hole and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
is quite
yeah, the newish Tomb Raiders are very puzzle heavy, where they should get back to the movement of exploration,
Mm-hmm.
which I quite enjoy. So yeah, no, there's a good game here. I've managed to find it at about 9 hours in or something. Not too bad going.
Oh, I'm on about hour 12 or 13, I think, with Red Dead.
Time to get back into it.
I'm kind of curious, actually, but
Yeah.
yeah. Because
Are
it gives
you
an
going to-
internal.
Sorry, what was your question, Lee?
I just said there's an internal timer on it, so whenever you do saves and stats, it tells you how long you've been playing for, and your percentage
cool.
and stuff, which is really
Oh, yeah.
handy. Yeah.
Are you going to buy Survivor, Lee?
I don't know. I might just wait because it might pop up because the other one's on Game Pass, isn't it? The first one.
Yes, it is
So
now.
it may appear
Yeah,
on Game
yeah.
Pass at some point because it's single player, so I'm not really that much fussed about playing it immediately.
Mm.
Yep. And wait for
and
the
also,
patches.
it's buggy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
And it will be on sale at some point if it's because I think I got. Did I buy? I think I did buy the first one. for
Yeah, the
Games Game
first
Pass.
one, the deluxe edition, ended up going on sale for like $7 Australian.
Yeah,
or something.
I might pick this up then. Yeah.
So we'll wait until Survivor's $7.99 for the deluxe edition with the beard and the mullet.
That's right.
Yes.
Call it
Oh
the
no.
one.
Are you gonna do that,
Aussie
Carl?
Edition, the Aussie edition.
Aussie edition, yeah.
Yep, comes with the AFL shirt, so his poncho looks like one of the AFL teams. So,
In blue and yellow, it will be as well.
Oh no.
Nice.
that'll be great. That'll be fantastic. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I've been playing, and I think that's
Same.
everything you guys have been playing too.
Yeah, just been slightly
Yeah.
obsessed with Red Dead.
Just slightly obsessed. So now, before we leave, or before we start wrapping up, what is your back to your backlog game? Like, have you settled on one? We've got like 24 hours to go. So you could have
Is
settled
this
on
directed
one.
at me directly? Is it? Are you questioning me?
I have an answer, so no, I'm good.
Okay. So I was talking to Kinson about this. He wants to do a bunch of multiplayer games, older multiplayer games. He wants to go
yes.
through Halo Infinite on Legendary in multiplayer.
Cool.
I was like, yep, okay, that sounds really fun to do something like that. So it might end
Yeah.
up being lots of multiplayer games with Kingsman
Okay. Oh, cool. Okay.
and Red Dead. I'll finish off Red Dead as well, I suspect.
Yes. In between all the Diablo that's going to be happening.
Exactly, yes, indeed.
So Lee's going into lots of different multiplayer games. get those off his list. Simone?
Because I've started lots of story games. I've done lots of stories of games. I've never actually done the multiplayer.
Yep. No, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
Interesting though, because that can be very frustrating.
Yeah, but Kings
And
was
there's
pretty
also-
good. If me and
there's
Kings
no
are doing
end.
it together. But there's a targets of achievements. There
Yeah.
isn't an end,
Yeah.
but you get an achievement for shooting 10 rats or whatever the achievement is. in
Look at this,
multiplayer,
Kyle.
so-
Lee cares.
Cloud achievement. Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Okay, yeah, no, good luck. I hope you don't get too sucked in to the achievement side of things because multiplayer achievements can be really frustrating.
Painful, yes.
Yep. Really throw your controller at the TV kind of.
Yep.
Nonsense,
Kingsman's
so-
pretty good. He's a pretty good gamer, so we kind of work together quite well.
He is good.
Yeah, so that helps. He's very good at going, right, this is how we're going to get this achievement. Just do this. I'm like, sweet. And then we do this and we get the achievement and we can move on with our lives. So that was, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, well, I hope you do get to the point of moving on with your life.
Yes, or for Diablo, basically.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Me. I figured out my back to your backlog game half an hour ago.
Okay. Ooh, this is exciting.
So just to clarify, I am going to intersperse this game with games I have started. So
Okay.
my mission this year was to play games I keep meaning to play, but never get around to.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while, I've been meaning to play Immortality, based on your guys' reviews and what's going on. And yeah, so I'm going to play that this month, and it works well because we're going to be away. I'm hoping to play it through xCloud.
Cool.
So
That's a
I had
perfect
to
game for that, yeah.
wonderful I had to narrow down a lot of my options to see what would work
No,
nicely
what you
on
could do,
xCloud.
there's a whole bunch of those sorts of games, isn't there?
Yeah,
And one
Telling Lies.
Telling Lies, you've done that one, haven't you?
I did Her Story.
Oh, Her Story, yeah. I think
Okay.
there's a new one that just came out as well, which is supposed to be quite similar.
Yes.
And I think they're perfect for playing sat on the beach.
Yeah, and I have a waterproof phone, so you know.
Oh, yeah. You could do it
I
while
guess the
you're
question
scuba
is how good is the internet going to be?
Yeah, that's
diving.
true.
I think it'll be okay. I think internet's pretty good most places now.
We'll see. Work pays for data, so I might just flick to
Oh,
4G.
nice.
Oh, yes. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that's my backlog game, and in between I'll be playing a bunch of stuff I have already started and just making progress in them. I was planning to look at True Achievements as targets for next month, but didn't. So I don't actually know what they are, but they'll be based around whatever those targets are.
Ah, nice. So you're just going to go for the targets.
Yeah. It helps me decide what to play.
Should we have a look?
Yeah, have a look.
I'm just
Tell me
I've
what
just
they are.
brought the page up now.
Okay, so
Dun, 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 target medals.
yeah, look at
So it's
the
under-
these bookmark true achievements and everything.
I was looking at it anyway because I was kind of curious how much I'd played of a Red Dead, but it
Ah,
doesn't tell me. It's,
Tony's telling me not to play Immortality.
Oh, don't listen to her.
How?
Immortality.
Yeah, Tony doesn't know.
It's like that song. Tony doesn't know.
I actually, I've been
Well done.
helping her with what do you call it, Ascent as well.
Oh, cool.
Ah,
Where do you find the targets? If I go on O targets, what time we need to targets?
Community.
try find live targets.
Targets.
Actually, if you
July-
just go /targets, it'll take you straight there
Oh.
for the URL.
Primary colors. So that's currently.
Yep.
Yeah, so scroll down and you should have.
Upcoming.
Upcoming.
Running gun in the sun. That's perfect for you.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's so funny. Earn a gamer score in games with the genre run and gun, sports, first person shooters, or third person.
First person or third person shooters. Oh, yeah. Okay.
In
Well,
memory of
that's-
E3, earn 5 achievements plus with the letters E and the number 3 in the game or achievement.
Wow, that one seems hard.
Games with E though. E's are pretty.
It doesn't say E or 3. It says
Oh,
E and 3.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
Ooh.
So you need like Earthlock 3 or something, if there's such a thing. And collect for the devil, and 5 achievements with the collectible flag.
Okay, that one's also going to be tricky.
What does that even mean?
Oh, for Ian 3, I have 3 games here that work. Oh no, I've got a few. The Witcher 3, Gears 3, that has an E and a 3 in it.
Halo Master Chief Collection. Halo
Yeah, of course.
3. Yeah. Gears of War Act 3 in Gears of War. Gears of War 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is just mine. Grand Theft Auto 5, Xbox 360. Sorry, made me chuckle. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Oh yeah, so perhaps not too difficult then.
I've got 86 pages worth of achievements I can go through here. So,
Just a few.
Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. Brilliant. Yeah, there's some.
There's a few, yeah.
The Evil Within 360 edition. That's interesting. So if there's 360 in brackets next to it, you can play it, can't you?
Yeah. That's funny.
It is. Easy ratios are a bit broken. I was trying to find the easy ratio stuff. Total Conquest for Windows, Paragon 3. Okay. Train Sim World 3. Woo.
Oh, nice.
Unreal Tournament 3. That's funny. There's lots. That's the answer.
There's lots.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. No. Train Sim World 2020 has a CL31 train that has lots of achievements. So if you want to play some Train Sim World, you can.
Cool.
Get into it. Just Dance 2015 360 edition.
Okay, so plenty of options there.
So many.
Plenty of options in the
NFL
run and gun
23,
in the sun.
NFL 23.
Sorry.
EA Sports UFC 3. So there's tons and tons of games. Wasteland 3. Wow. Should be okay.
Should be okay.
Max Payne 3. Okay, I'll stop now. Sorry.
Thank you. Right, so yeah. There we go, Carl. And what are you going to be playing?
Oh, I have so many things to choose from. So I've started Atomic Heart, which I still want to get into. Started High on Life. There's The Ascent, which I think when I see Lee and Tony playing, I'm just going to jump in and ask to be pulled through. Because that's fun. Still got to finish off Cyberpunk. But I have a hankering for Gears Tactics. But I know if I play Gears Tactics, there's not going to be enough time to do Diablo 4 and Gears Tactics because one of those games will consume my life. Which one will it be?
That's very true.
So yes, there's a lot to choose from. I'm not too sure. I think I'll just have to wing it. See what happens on the first, which game jumps out to me.
You just vibe it.
I'll just feel the vibe.
Yeah.
Vibe it out.
What speaks to you?
Yep. And whatever speaks to me that I start or that I jump into first on June the 1st, that's my back to your backlog game.
So you're going to stick with it?
Yeah. Whatever jumps out to me on the first, I'm just like, that's it. It has chosen. The universe has shown me the sign.
I see.
Whatever vibe. It if the game gets an update and there's new cover art, then hey, that's the vibe. So yes, I have lots to choose from, and I'm just going to vibe it out.
Wonderful.
Yep.
So we'll hold on and wait to see what happens then.
Yes, we'll have to wait until next podcast to see what I actually play.
See, I think this is interesting. So you've been giving me stick about playing Diablo 4 the whole time. I've actually got a plan. I've told you games I'm playing, but you won't give us a proper answer.
I gave you like 6 games I could choose.
Could choose, but you know.
Yes. So my list of games that I'm going to play is going to be one of those 6 games.
Okay. I'm
not going to arrive next week and be like, so guys, I decided I'm going to do The Division.
Which you could, actually, because I want to complete that.
Yeah, I mean, I could do it, but it's not part of the list of 6. It's not part of the vibe this month.
Oh, I see. I thought the vibe was a bit loose. I thought it was like these 6, but maybe one of the other games I've got on my backlog.
I don't know. It'll be the vibe amongst those 6.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Because we're not going away yet.
Yep.
We still have an episode.
Still have a
So
game
we'll
pass?
grill him, Lee, on the 6th.
We will, definitely. And if he just says I've been playing Diablo 4 and that's it, then we may be looking for a new host.
That's right.
Oh man, threatening already. Fine, whatevs.
Wow.
I'll drag you into like the Ascent on Saturday morning or something and be like, look, their game played. Diablo 4.
I was helping Tony last. What day was that? Thursday? Yes, before the podcast last week I helped her.
Okay, well, next time I see you guys online, I'm just gonna jump into your party, crash your party.
I helped her get past the spider quite quickly.
Nice, that's great. So yeah, I think that's it. That's
Yeah.
us for tonight. A nice quick one for a change. There are no 3-hour podcasts here.
No.
Well done, us.
Look at us go.
Look at us go. So, any parting words before we disappear, people?
Newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter. The newsletter is amazing. Sign up for it. Week 2.
The new newsletter.
The new newsletter. The new what? The new newsletter? The new newsletter. But that's one word. I wanted to make it
Yeah,
sound like
new
a one
newsletter.
word. Doesn't sound like one word saying like new newsletter.
Newsletter. New newsletter.
New newsletter.
You're putting too much emphasis on the new news.
Is that what the
Why don't
problem
you
is?
just go new newsletter?
New newsletter.
There we go.
Okay, cool. Sorted. So one came out
Sign up
today.
for it.
Sign up for it. It's on my Twitter.
Yep. Sign up for the newsletter. We have it on our website. You click a button, you put in your details, and a newsletter appears once a week about the stories that we cover on your news.
I'm thinking
It's
Tuesday is a
almost-
good day to release it as well.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, because it reminds people there's a podcast today.
Ah, that's a good point.
Yeah. Remember us? Hello. Remember us?
Remember us?
Yeah.
Also, guys, before we disappear, if you have a voice for radio or a face for radio, then you should jump into our Discord. We're looking for people to say certain lines at us that we may or may not use in adverts. Do you want to be
That's
famous?
right. Yes, we're going to use you and not give you any credit or
We'll make
money.
you famous. We'll make you famous.
We'll make your voice famous.
Yeah.
People will say,
We'll
who was that?
Hmm.
They'll get credit. They won't get any money.
Oh, and
but
male
they'll
and
get credit.
female. Male or female.
Yeah,
course.
anyone. If you've
Anybody.
got a face for radio, jump in and just have a look at our Discord. We've got a couple words that we want you to say. Otherwise, just vibe it out. See what words you're keen to say.
Well, no, there's a theme to what you have to say. You can't just say random words at us. There's a
Say-
point behind the words.
We have a script.
We have a script.
No.
But you're welcome to
How-
change the script slightly.
How funny would it be if people just start submitting random voice nonsense?
Oh, like Gary did, I mean.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, you can do that. We'll listen to it.
Yeah, and we'll
Oh,
probably
yeah,
use it.
we-
But if you want to be on the house ad, then you have to do a certain words because it doesn't
Yes.
work else. We can't use it if it's just random people going blah at us. That doesn't really work. It has to be words.
Well, it would be fun to have a 15-second ad of someone just going.
you should hear one with Gary.
"Ah."
Gary's got something like that. It's just very weird.
So, okay, so you're drawing from experience.
Oh yeah, yeah. I asked Gary to help us, and
That'd be pretty funny. Someone just going, "What's up? I'm listening to the Xbox Cast."
we got this one. If this will play through.
No, I don't think we heard
Don't
anything.
think you heard it. Okay, I can fix that.
Oh. So yes, send us through your voices. Sign up for our newsletter. Join our Discord. All that fun social stuff. Become a part of the community. Jump in, have fun. Lots of good guys hanging around. Lots of strange guys hanging around, but that's okay. We put them in their own room.
Can you hear that?
I just heard a very strange giggling.
That was Gary going hee the Xbox cast hee.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Good job, Gary.
yeah. Thanks, Gary. He's a weird one.
Mum,
Yeah.
Is that you? Oh, it's you. It's the Xbox cast.
Oh, my goodness.
You see what I have to put up with when I ask for some help from people, and that's what I get.
Oh, my goodness.
We could just use that audio. That's perfect audio for an advert. So yeah. So yes, guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for listening. Thanks for those that watch us live. Thanks for those that subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget that we actually release audio versions of the podcast, and we would like it if you download it as well. You just have to download it. You don't even have to listen to it. Just download the audio version, and then you can delete it. It makes our numbers go up. It makes our egos feel good.
I actually looked at ChatGPT to download 100,000 copies of our podcast, and it gave me the script to do it. I was like, "That's incredible." Okay.
That's amazing. Right. So yeah, the Patreon money will go towards buying like ExpressVPN, where we can.
And it's a rotating IP address. Yeah.
And suddenly we'll be very big in what? In
All over the world. All over the world.
Oh, be amazing. So thank you guys. If you want to follow us individually, where can they find you, Simone?
I am Jim Bean NZ on Xbox and Twitter.
And Mr. Lee.
I'm Lee Howard on Xbox, and Lee Howard on Twitter, and Lee Howard 25 on Twitch. So I was brain fogged over slightly. I was just thinking newsletter the whole time. Newsletter.
Subscribe to the newsletter. You guys have got to do it.
The new newsletter.
The new newsletter. And you can find me at Zarkreis on Xbox and Twitter. Also, if you're wanting to jump into Diablo 4 with us, we will have our Blizzard names in our show notes.
Shall I tell you mine? This is giving me a shocker to everybody.
No, Lee.
No,
It's got to be
Carl
part of
has
the show.
a plan.
It's a
I
plan.
know,
Part of the
but
show.
I don't believe them. I don't believe people read stuff. I don't think our listeners can actually read. I think that's half the issue.
That's why they listen, Kyle.
That's right.
That's why they listen to podcasts instead of read a book.
I always wondered why they listen to us.
That's right.
No.
So
Okay,
I'm going
Lee.
to tell you what mine is.
Yep, tell us.
It's really catchy. It's Lee H 007 hash 6554. Isn't that
It
amazing?
is cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible. I'm sure people can guess mine.
Yeah.
But we need those numbers, don't we?
Indeed.
You do need the
Bet on-
hash at the
bet
end,
on
yeah.
it.
I grabbed mine just now when I was, because I sent it to Scarred for Life. He's joined me. He's my friend.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah.
I like having friends.
I have friends. Well,
You want to share some friends?
no, they're my friends. Get your own friends.
Okay, then.
Okay, then.
Whatever.
Whatever. Right, okay.
Thank you guys for listening. We have been the Xbox Cast, and we'll see you all on Xbox Live. And some of us may see more of them than others because they have friends. So goodbye and good night. Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Wonderful.
I thought you put
Shall we raid somebody playing Red Dead or shall we raid someone playing Jedi?
Oh, is anyone playing Dyson Sphere program?
I'll have a look.
Nobody plays that game.
You said it, Nali. It's slightly of my obsession. Oh, excuse me. Thanks, guys.
No. Sorry, Kyle.
That's
There's
okay.
someone hoovering with a Dyson. Does that count?
Oh, that's hilarious. So, Chili Dogs, Cobra Toddy, what are you guys playing for June?
Yeah.
Tell us what you're playing. Yeah. Race Pro. What is Race Pro?
It's not like a proper racing car game one, is it? It's like one of those pro kind of racing. Proper
Does
sim
sound
ones.
like a racing car game.
Yeah, like this proper sim ones. What I mean.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was.
There's 1,500 people watching the Borderlands prequel. Seems like a lot.
Okay, we can swap over to Red Dead Redemption 2 or Jedi Survivor.
Let's go Jedi Survivor, because we did Red Dead last week, didn't we?
We did. Plague Tale, nice. Does that count as... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. We're not a stickler for the rules when it comes to backlog games. As long as you've made progress on something, we're pretty stoked for you. And actually, a couple of years ago, 2021, I got quotes for people who had played games for Back to Your Backlog, and I used them on our Instagram page. We're going to do the same thing this year.
Cool. Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah. So 2021, we were kind of asked for reviews on what they thought of the game. But this year, it's going to be a little bit different. You can give a review of the game, but we also want to know how far you got or what your goals were for Back to Your Backlog, and what Back to Your Backlog let you achieve, essentially. So, for example, mine will be like, oh, I've kept meaning to go to Immortality and I'm so glad I did. Or, I kept meaning to get to Immortality and wow, what a waste of a month. Something like that. Just keep that in the back of your mind, and then we'll put it on our Instagram because people find us that way.
Yep.
And then we can grow, continue to grow, and do cool things and have money for coins.
Yep, that'll be great.
Okay, let me put in the name of the
Is it
person streaming.
Tuggertainment?
That's the one. Oh, no, hang on.
He just like he's.
I think he might have just quit.
Oh, no.
Let me just see if he goes offline.
Yeah, I just saw him bring up his Xbox screen quickly.
Yeah, I saw that too. Okay, otherwise there's another one we can move to. He'll be
No, he's still
R18
going.
and...
He's still going.
Okay. He is playing in German, so if you speak German or you feel like you want to learn German, we could swap over to him.
Let's go. At least the guy's got a couple of people talking in his chat as well.
He does. Oh my goodness, he's dressed like a bogan. Yeah, we'll swap to him. Thanks, Lee.
All right, done it now. Goodbye, everybody.
Brilliant.
Hi.
See ya.
Cool.
Hey, Barney. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Barnes.
Oh, we're hosting 8 viewers. Look at us go. Okay, cool. Right, I'll kill the stream. Goodbye, YouTube. There's people watching us on YouTube. Oh, someone just shrank.
Oh, no.
Oh, Simone.
What?